Yeah, I did it right. I'm Dark Heresy.
Yay!
So, do you remember where we left off, Neelis?
Yeah, people came to my rescue, and that was it.
And you used a fate point to avoid dying,
Yes.
which was good fun for everybody. And yeah,
I didn't burn a fate point, though. I used it to re-roll. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember. We could look it up in the log, but I don't really care that much.
Okay.
Guess what happened?
2 total fate points. Eh.
Anyways, so you wake up in a very cold sweat, a searing pain streaking down your leg as your world kind of comes into focus. It's very dark in the room that you're in. It smells of rotting and necrotic flesh. And you look down and you see a bandage, a very poorly thrown together patterns of just linen and like leaves and crap just kind of like jammed into the wound.
Good.
Yes, so as you awake, it takes a moment for your senses to actually react to the stinging pain in your leg. After that quells a little bit, you look around and you notice that there's no one there and that it's probably nighttime due to how dark it is in the room. You're in a fairly kind of small little shack, and you can hear some talking going on outside. You're laying on like a kind of like a hay bed, like just like a sheet over a bunch of hay.
Alright.
And it's too dark for you to see any real features of the room outside of the outline of the door, because you can see kind of like firelight coming in beneath it.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Is that the end of your description?
That is the end of my description for right now.
Oh boy. Let me open my character sheet so I can remember what skills I have.
Woo! I'm gonna open your character sheet too.
Yay!
Because you're the only one playing.
There's no one in the room with me, right?
Not that you know of. But there could be if they're just like laying down somewhere or something, not making any noise.
Can I just like sit up and see if anyone comes to attention?
Yeah, you sit up and you don't hear any change in the room. Again, you wouldn't be able to see anything, and the voices continue to talk muffled outside the door.
Hello, is anyone there?
You hear a very, very hushed murmur about 1.5 meters to your right on the down from the bed.
Can I like scoot over to see where what it is?
You roll an agility test for me.
Edgy, edgy, edgy. I rolled a 99.
So you jam your arm and it just shoots through your spine and you die instantly.
Good.
You kind of move over to the side of your bed, and as you do, pain shoots through your wound. And as you get to the edge, you kind of try and hoist yourself to look around, and you fall off the bed due to the pain kind of messing with your senses. And you hit the ground with a pretty loud thud, your leg clanging really hard, and your body is racked with pain, and you you try to scream out and immediately muffle yourself, worried about your surroundings, not wanting to give yourself away if you haven't already.
Alright. Is anyone, like, shuffling around yet? Like, can I hear anything other than this thing at the bottom of my bed?
You can just hear murmurs of what you believe to be human speech outside. And there is
Can I try and get up?
a faint murmur. You want to, like, stand up?
Yeah.
Make a
I'm gonna
toughness
try and walk
test.
to the door. Good. That one should be easy. Nope, apparently not.
Yeah, so you brace yourself against the bed and you lift yourself up, and as you do so, you feel pretty good, pretty strong, and as soon as you put any pressure on your wounded leg, you crumple back to the floor instantly, again slamming with a kind of loud thud. And this time as you land, you hear a kind of splat as your leg hits the ground.
Good.
But on the plus side, it's starting to feel numb.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Life alert! The grim darkness of life alert.
Good.
This is literally going to be 2 hours of you trying to get out of a room. It's going to be great.
Probably. I don't doubt that.
He died. He died trying to get out of the room in the course of one night from blood loss. The doctor was like, "What the fuck happened?" There's blood all over the room.
What else can I do?
Just act like this is real life. What would you do?
Well, alright. Fair enough. Someone out there that can help me? As I say aloud, but I don't want to yell that because everyone in my house is asleep.
Yeah, okay. All of a sudden you hear the murmuring outside kind of hush. But there's no other response.
Anyone?
After a few minutes in the pitch black, the door creaks open, scraping against the muddied floor, and a very tall man walks into the room that you can't make out his features because he's backlit. He looks down at you and picks you up and puts you back on your bed and rewraps your bandages incredibly tightly, almost cutting off the circulation to your leg like a tourniquet, but just barely not. He mumbles something, but his accent is far too thick for you to make out what he says, and after a few minutes of standing there, he begins to leave the room. Or not minutes, moments. It's not just like standing and staring at you.
Who are you?
He turns to the door and says something, again in a very thick accent, that I'm not going to do because it would probably sound incredibly racist. And you can't make it out.
Good.
Okay, so
This is helpful.
he turns back to the door.
Yep.
Alright, and he leaves and closes the door behind him.
Can I get up and try and go towards the door?
Make another toughness test.
Good.
This is literally going to be you failing toughness tests all night.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yep.
Again, you stand up, and this time the circulation in your leg is completely gone. You don't even feel it, and you just crumble to the floor. The man opens the door immediately, and sets you back in your bed and actually kind of like ties a very, not loose, it's not tightly bound, but he ties a rope around your stomach to prevent you from moving, like thrashing around too much.
God damn it.
And again makes his way towards the door. You can hear a second voice muttering to him, and it actually sounds almost civilized.
Well, can I just lay there until someone comes in and decides to talk to me? Because
You could if you
obviously
want.
now I'm pinned down.
It's just like a loose rope. You're not like, he didn't like fucking handcuff you to the bed or anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
To kind of help you along, he thinks, because he can't understand you the same way you can't understand him.
Mm-hmm.
So he thinks you're just thrashing around, like from pain, and falling off the bed. That's why he like tied you down loosely. So it's not meant to like bind you there. It's just meant to keep you from like falling off and hurting yourself.
Is my gun somewhere?
Not that you can see, but you can't see around the room very well.
Oh, right, my gun wouldn't be there anyways. I don't have it on me.
No, I wouldn't.
Is there like a...
Pretty sure all he
stick?
brought was like brass knuckles.
It was. Is there like a stick somewhere?
Probably.
Like,
Again, you can't see very well.
good.
I rub the hay together in my hands until it causes fire, and then I look around really quick.
Well...
Yes,
Can I,
as Roger pointed out, handcuffs would be a very different situation for you to be in.
Oh, is Roger watching this?
Yes.
Good. Well... Can I, like, take the rope off of me or crawl out from under it, get on the floor, and try and find, like, a stick or something? Piece of wood? Something... semi...
Yeah, you kind of
caney?
you kind of shake free, and after a while of working against the rope, it eventually comes slick or slack enough for you to pull yourself off, and you rather adroitly drop to the floor and start crawling around, feeling your surroundings, trying to find anything that you can to use as, I'm assuming, a bludgeoning tool.
No, cane.
A cane? Oh, a
So I
walking
can actually stand
staff.
up without falling over
But
and get out of this door.
Well, that's half the fun of it.
Oh.
Just watching you go, I gotta play the game. Oh, fuck. After a few moments of feeling around rather gingerly because you don't know what's in this room exactly, you find a very cold and long cylindrical object that is about, you estimate, about 1.5 meters long.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and support my weight on it.
Okay, so you're gonna try and get up again?
Yep.
Alright, make a toughness test plus 20.
I swear to God. Oh my God.
As you get up, again, as you try to apply any kind of pressure and counterbalance, your leg, due to the amount of tension from the Band-Aid, or I forgot what it's called, the dressing, makes it so you really can't feel your leg, and as soon as you even attempt to use it to hold yourself up, you just crumple to the floor. But you don't make that much noise this time when you fall. You just silently swear to yourself. Possibly taking the God Emperor's name in vain.
Oh, look at me.
You're mad, bro.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. Well, I mean, God, this is really lame.
Isn't it fun when you leave all of your tools behind?
Isn't it fun when you can't roll anything on roll 20?
Do you want me to start rolling d10s for you?
Sure, that'd be nice.
Watch as you
And
get like another 100.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
Then I could actually shame my dice if they keep rolling bad. I'm amazed how bad your luck is with roll 20. Like, every time I roll, it's usually like, oh, yeah, that's about statistical. And then every once in a while, I just go on like a fucking tear. But for you, it's like, you will never make a roll.
Nope.
Unless you have
Never.
like a 70% chance. And even then, you'll get like a fucking 67.
Yep. I'll just barely make it.
He'll be like, I wanted you to fail. Except that one random time, every combat, when you roll like a fucking 2.
I like combat.
Dice.
Sometimes it works for me.
Pretty dice.
Yay, pretty dice. Those are cool.
Yeah.
I like them.
Anyways, if you want me to actually roll them for you, I can.
Yeah, if you want to.
I can get when I come up. I'll give you 2d10 so you can actually roll them and point the camera. You're like,
That'd be awesome.
I don't want this anymore.
Well, I mean, can I try to stand again?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Another plus 20 to attempt to stand.
God, finally.
Hallelujah! What'd you roll?
15.
Good. Yeah, you loosen the dressings on your wound a little bit to try and get some blood pumping to your leg, and you kind of curl your toes in just to get the blood flowing a bit. And after about 30 seconds or so of this, you again try to stand up on your makeshift kind of cane, and you prop yourself up and very shakily make your way towards the door. Stumbling.
Damn time.
Yeah. Nearless. Nearless.
What happens when I get to the door and open the door?
Now, you would have rolled a 77. That would have sucked.
Yep.
You're gonna open the door?
Yep.
How are you going to open the door? Show
What
me.
kind of door is it?
It's just a wooden door. There's like a little tiny handle that you could use. You're just gonna push it open.
Yeah.
Like normal. As you open the door, you see a bonfire, and you realize that you're actually really far away from like the Herontis settlement that you were in. I think is that Shishunin or no, Loknit. You're really far away from Loknit. You can see some fires in the distance that you believe must be Loknit, because it doesn't. You appear to be really far away from Shishunin or Beta Dex. There is a very tall, elderly man sitting next to a young, probably late teen male by the bonfire, and there is a single kind of large shack maybe 5 or 10 meters away from where you are that obviously looks to be their refuge, and you're in kind of like a just a shack, like a little hut for storage or something.
Okay.
They haven't noticed you yet. They're just talking.
I will call out to them.
What will you call out to them?
Just say, hey.
Hey! And I was like, hey, yeah. One of them jumps up and screams that he has the power. And charges you with a power sword.
Oh god. Can this not happen?
God, I hate you so much. Immediately the younger looking man kind of perks up and looks at you and motions to the older man that you've come out of their hut. I was going to say of the closet, but it didn't fit. And I'm sorry about that. And he slowly gets up, very carefully, begins walking towards you, and the younger man approaches you, leading the way slightly, and as soon as he gets close, he reaches out his hand to kind of grab you and steady you, because you're still shaking quite a bit. Sir, you shouldn't be out of bed yet. You're not well.
What's wrong with me?
Well, you were stabbed multiple times. Do you not remember the fight?
Vaguely.
You were attacked by some ruffians, and my uncle and I brought you back to his hut to treat you. My uncle here, and he gestures to the old man, is our shaman, and he's the only healer in the tribe. We did the best we could, but we didn't expect you to be up this early.
Well, where am I?
You're at my uncle's house. You're about a 40-minute walk from Loknit. To the south, I believe it is.
Shit. Oh wow. We are pretty far out here then. That's exciting.
That is exciting.
God damn it. I suck at role-playing. What do I say?
Pro tip. Perception
Pro
checks.
tip. Perception checks?
Just start looking around for stuff.
Can I don't... Okay. I don't know what I'm looking for.
Well, there's usually the first two things that you want to do whenever you get into a situation, especially when you're on your own, is I look around at fucking everything to see if there's anything that looks odd to me. Because, like, worst case scenarios, I'm just like, everything's normal.
Yeah.
And then the other thing you do is whenever anyone talks to you, especially like this, would be, I'm going to scrutinize him, because I think you have scrutiny. So you're going to be like, I want to see if I can tell if he's lying to me or not, or if he's just, like, telling the truth. So those are generally the first two things you want to do in a situation like this. Besides get a weapon on the off chance that they're just going to rape you or something.
That shouldn't happen. I don't like that. Mercutio would not be pleased.
Mercutio shows up. He's mine. I'm not sure if I should be happy or scared. Anyways, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna take your pro tip. I'm gonna use that pro tip. I'm going to try and perceive the area around me.
Alright, is there anything in particular that you want to try to perceive, or do you just want a general kind of look out of everything?
General.
Okay.
Nope.
You look around and, what this man's saying to you seems to be kind of confirmed. It does appear to be, a bit like a shamanistic kind of, place. There's little totems and, there's a scent of like an herbal kind of incense or tea coming from their hut. It seems to be a very small, cleared out place, but there's obviously been a lot of foot travel. And yeah, everything seems to be looking alright to you.
Can I scrutinize the person
You can.
to see if I can figure out what tribe he's from?
That's not what scrutinize does. Scrutinize is literally just like a lie detector test.
Okay.
Or you can do it to like kind of, well, I guess you could use it to try and sum up what tribe he is from, if you want to try that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. It's still a perception test anyway.
Wow.
Did you pass?
Exactly my perception.
Good.
Nope, I passed.
You just barely passed. This the teenager that you're talking to doesn't appear to be as gruff or kind of tribal as his uncle looks, but you're not sure exactly what could be the cause of that. Maybe he works in the forges a lot, and so the tech priests have rubbed off on him a little bit, or any other number of things, but he appears to be quite a bit more civilized and formal looking than his much more tribal looking uncle.
Okay.
But to the best of your ability, he seems to be a pretty genuine sounding kind of kid.
That's exciting. What are we doing so far outside of the city? Are you guys outsiders?
No, as I said, my uncle is the shaman of the village. The shamans used to live in the village, but they were pushed out when the oh god, what are they supposed to be called? When the metal breather, and now they live on the fringes.
Sorry, my neck's cramping.
Good.
That
Anyways.
really hurt. Oh, man.
Danny, you're falling apart. Stop being old.
I am.
You're only like fucking 15, man. Come on.
I don't know what the heck's up with me today. Anyways. Well, why aren't you guys in, like, the main city? What tribe are you a part of, or if any?
Can you roll a perception test?
Yeah. Oh my god, I passed it.
The teenager immediately says, "We're from the Herontis tribe," and as he says this, you notice that the uncle kind of like scowls a little bit while looking at him. Kind of gives him an edgy glare. And he already told you why they weren't in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just repeats that.
Okay. Your uncle doesn't really seem to like that you're a part of the Herontis tribe.
What? No, he too is Herontis.
Doesn't seem very pleased by it.
What makes you say that?
Do you see the look he's giving you?
And as soon as he turns to his uncle's face goes like very neutral. And then he turns to him and he's just kind of, no. It's just my uncle. Hanging out.
Yeah, maybe it was just the glare from the fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Covering that up.
Alright.
What's up?
What up?
So, why did you guys decide to help me?
It's we don't take. Or how should I phrase this? We don't believe that, or we don't like that our tribe has become so militant recently, and we wanted to protect an outsider from further tarnishing our name.
How would it tarnish your name by not helping me? Wouldn't that just leave you guys where you were? No loss, no gain?
Well, you're obviously an off-worlder, and if you were injured, the metal breathers would hear of it, and they would not take kindly to it.
I see. So then the city I was in is controlled by your tribe?
Yes, the Herontis, the village Loknit is the Herontis village. Yes.
Okay. I gotcha. So, you don't like how militaristic you guys have been lately?
No, it's been quite unnerving to see our fellow tribesmen so angry.
What are they angry about?
Mostly petty squabbles with the Farid and the Metal Breathers. The normal kind of border issues and food and water issues that all small villages have. But it seems that some people have been escalating into near full-scale rebellion. It's quite horrifying.
And by full-scale rebellion, you mean...
I've heard talks that they've planned to attack the Metal Breathers' home.
That's interesting. Do you know of any attacks that happened lately?
I rarely leave the village. I apprentice under my uncle, so I've not heard of any news from outside, no.
Okay, fair enough.
We only go into town once a week or so we don't really get much. We don't hear many things.
Gotcha. Well, how long have I been out for?
Only 2 moons.
Two months?
Moons.
Yeah, 1 moon is 1 month.
A moon is a day.
No, because the
Two-
moon
two
cycle
cycle.
is a month.
That's not a lunar cycle. It just literally means setting, rising.
Oh, okay. 'Cause it was like... 2
Also,
months?
you have to remember that in the grim darkness of you're not on Earth anymore,
That's
lunar
true.
cycles don't work the same way on
That's
each
also
planet. As you look up and see 2 moons.
Yeah. Alright.
No,
Well-
I'm confused. Does this mean 1 day or 2?
Well, when's the next time you are going back into town? And may I join you?
We will take you back into town whenever you're ready to go. Though, well, yeah.
How long will it take for me to heal my wounds if I leave? Versus if I don't leave?
What are your wounds at right now?
I have no clue.
You are currently at... Oh, good.
It still says 11.
It says maxed. I'm pretty sure you were into critical damage, so we're just gonna put you at 0 wounds. Because at best, if that's what you're at.
Yeah.
So you're heavily wounded, which means it will take you a week to recover a single wound.
God damn it.
But if you're resting, which actually I've read up, resting means you can't do any strenuous activity. It doesn't mean you can't walk around unless you're critically wounded.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you're not getting into fights or like climbing fucking mountains or something, you can still do stuff while you are heavily wounded. And while you're lightly wounded, you can do basically whatever the fuck you want.
Okay. That's exciting.
Unless you have Hardy, which I don't think you do. Oh, you do. So no matter what, you're going to gain a wound back a day, because you're always considered lightly wounded.
Yeah.
If you take the day to rest and not fight, or do any strenuous activity, you gain your toughness bonus back and wounds a day.
That's exciting.
Hardy's a good perk to have. Good talent.
Yeah. Oops.
So yeah, it will take you, what, 3 days to be completely healed up if you don't do stuff, and it'll take you up to 11 if you do.
Okay.
And by do stuff, I mean like get into fights and do strenuous activities.
Yeah. Crap. Did you notice anyone when you guys came and grabbed me standing around? I was supposed to meet my friend Nickus and go hunting with him.
No, we only noticed your attackers, though I myself didn't get a very good look at it. It seemed to be just a pack of Harantis brigands.
Oh, so they were a part of the Harantis.
I believe so. They looked the part, yes. Perception check.
Now?
Yeah.
Click, click. Yay.
Just because you passed, I'm going to let you know. Scrutinize a lot.
Really?
Wow. Especially when people are telling you, like, potentially plot-relevant stuff. Like, you almost always want to be like, I'm going to scrutinize him. For, like, any kind of big plot kind of stuff. Good idea to do so.
Right, because scrutiny's the lie detector.
Yeah. So, as he says this, he's kind of... His eyes flick to the sides a little bit. And, also the older man is kind of looking at him in a quizzical kind of way.
Good. Good.
Unless you roll a fucking 1, I'm not going to be like, he's lying to you. Or, he's telling the truth. I'm just, trying to tell the story from your perspective. So yeah, his eyes kind of dart to the side a little bit, and the older man looks a little confused by the words coming out of his mouth.
Well... Oops. There.
Food. Food
Yep.
good. I
Food
agree.
good.
Food good.
Yep. God, I don't know what to do. Uh,
Let's go with your gut.
I missed the choo-choo train.
The railroad.
Yeah.
The one where Richard does all the talking.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's
Yeah,
done
we
role
should get
playing.
stuff. We actually get stuff done.
We get more stuff done than Zach even remotely thought we would do. By like 5 times. Richard is very
So-
thorough in his investigations.
The first part of this module should take you guys about 20 to 30 minutes. Takes us the entire session.
To be fair, the first part of the module that's supposed to take us 20 to 30 minutes was the landing.
Yeah.
And that took us
okay.
like 15 minutes. The next part where we were in the city was supposed to take us an hour, and it took 5.
Yeah.
Although, that's partly Zach's fault. Because that walking through the desert crap was only supposed to take us like 40 minutes, and it took us 3 hours. That was
Good.
not our fault. Just ask yourself, what would Richard do? Except don't, because you don't have the fellowship to do what I would do.
Yeah. That's what Richard would do. Well, can I... God damn it. Okay, so we're out here. This dude is a part of the Herontis. Alright, hold on. I need to take notes. Herontis Village. So, have the Herontis been on the brink of a civil war?
Some people have tried to, or have challenged the chief, yes, but I don't think they're that far into. Their main quarrel seems to be with the metal breathers.
Well, my question is, when they attacked me and you guys showed up, why didn't they just flat out stop if you guys are all part of the same tribe?
Oh, they ran shortly after we arrived.
I remember still taking a few hits after you guys showed up.
You must be misremembering, sir.
I want to scrutinize him. Fuck!
He seems to be telling the truth. Motherfucker! I finally did one thing. Hate this
Thanks,
game.
roll 20. Feel the love.
You would have gotten a 33 if I had rolled that for you, which would have passed. Although, that's disregarding the laws of causality.
What?
because that roll that I just made wouldn't be the actual roll that I made because quarks and gluons and chaos theory.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
Huh. It's interesting. I remember you guys showing up, and after like one or two more hits, it finally. Well, I passed out. I don't know what exactly happened after that.
Well, you were bleeding pretty badly, and you were speaking some gibberish while we carried you here after applying a tourniquet to your leg. So perhaps you just had a fever dream or something?
Possibly. I mean, I don't really know. Well, when's the... What time is it?
Are you asking him that, or are you asking me that?
You.
Night.
Night? Okay. Well, when can we head back into town?
We can head back into town a little after daybreak. I just have to get my stuff together.
Can we do that?
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm asking if we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll prepare some of my stuff tonight. Feel free to sleep in the shack. I'm sorry we don't have any more comfortable abodes. If you just I forgot what that's called. But basically you put like a stick in front of the door so no one can easily get in. Spike. Just spike the door to make sure that it's closed so no wild animal wanders in.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, and don't worry about the sleeping arrangements. It's better than being dead.
Yes, I suppose it would be. And he kind of chuckles to himself.
And then I walk to my...
You hobble back over.
I hobble and use my walking stick as the thing to keep the door closed.
Alright. As you lay back down, you take a perception check.
Nope.
Oh, it's fine. I don't tell you the modifiers. So you just roll perception, and then I already have the modifiers in my head for if you pass or not.
Oh, okay.
Since this is quite loud, you hear some fairly obvious... Or, not obvious. Wow, that was some tongue-tyingness. You hear some pretty obvious, heated discussion, bordering on yelling, going on outside. After about 30 seconds or so, you hear the door of the other hut slam shut, and the argument deafens to the point at which you can't hear it.
Can I tell who the voices were?
It was both of the people from outside.
The kid and his uncle?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell who started yelling at who first?
You're not entirely sure, but you felt that you think it was the uncle that might have started yelling first, because it sounded a bit gruff. But through the muffled door, you're not entirely sure if that's true or not.
Alright. Okay. Well, pass out.
Alright, so as you lay your head back down on the straw bedding that you have, or hay bedding, I guess, as soon as you close your eyes and your mind begins to relax, you again hear murmurs from just beyond your bed.
What the hell is that? Can I try and scooch over there and see what it is again?
Yeah, sure. You you roll out of your bed, and as you approach where the murmurs came from, as soon as you reach the spot where you thought they were, you hear them coming from another part of the shack you're in.
I am losing my mind. Um, can I wander over to the other side of the shack?
Yes, you scoot over to the other side of the shack, and as soon as you get there, the murmurs stop abruptly for a second, leaving you in deafening silence, and then from the other side you hear very, very faint whispers.
From the other side of the wall?
Shack.
Oh. Can I
Now
put
it's
my
by
hands?
the door.
Can I put my hands over my ears and see if it goes away?
As you put your hands over your ears, the whispering gets louder.
Ooh. Can I try and listen in on it? See what I'm saying to myself?
Um.
Would that be like a willpower test?
No, it'd be a speak language test because it's a language. But I don't think you only have low Gothic.
I have high.
It only says you have low Gothic on here, bitch.
Well, that's weird because when I made my character and I was reading through everything, it says one of my starting traits was speak high Gothic.
To the Ordo. Double check.
Yep.
I need to make sure.
I'm pretty sure that was in the rule book.
It only says speak language low Gothic in here.
God damn it. Hold on. Because I remember it didn't say it in there. I actually had to go into the rule book and I had to read that I could do that.
It's not even something you can buy. It is it is on your character sheet, but it's not on Malus. So I'm a bit confused. Hold on, I'm gonna see if they like changed it in the errata and that's why you don't have it on Malus. Jurassic Park song. You're an arbitrator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, guardsman, psyker. Add up, arbitrator, enforcer. Should not include common lore Imperium. Tried ground vehicle, super time. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Alright, hold on.
It's not in the errata if they changed it, so I guess I'll look up the rulebook and see if you have it. You said it was a starting skill?
Yeah, I thought it was. Like when I originally made the character and you were like, you need to go through and read everything. I'm 100% sure I saw it in there.
Oh, right. It's not because you're an arbitrator, it's because you're Imperial born.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay. So yeah, you do have it. Because all Imperials can speak High Gothic. That's a basic skill.
That's what I thought.
Alright, so roll that.
Roll to speak language.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh!
Uh, you hear the whispers echoing through your head, and you struggle for what feels like hours concentrating and trying to figure out what they're saying. It's some old arcane language. It sounds kind of like High Gothic, but a very old and almost forgotten form of the language. It's actually quite difficult for you to make out, and of the litany of sentences and words spoken, few that you make out are it rises, darkness, and death. And that's all you can make out.
Good.
After this excruciating experience, you pass out immediately on the floor from
Good.
sheer exhaustion and the pain growing in your leg. Do you have light sleeper by any chance?
I do.
Would you mind rolling an awareness check then? Just a basic standard perception check. Oh, also, if you wouldn't mind switching your character from Slappy Pancake to Neelis, that'd be great. You awaken just before dawn to see the old man standing above you, muttering something that you can't quite make out. He doesn't appear... He appears very calm. Incredibly calm. And, you smell some odd, unknown scent and feel pressure on your leg as, it almost feels as though something slides inside the wound, but it can't be.
Well, excuse me, sir.
As you say that, he looks at you and his eyes widen a little bit in shock, and he pats you on the head very calmingly and reassuringly, wiping the sweat from your brow, and then gets up and turns to leave.
Can I, like, grab his arm? Reach out and grab
make-
him as he's turning.
Yeah, make an agility test,
God damn it.
but you get a +10 to it.
Oh, I still
You
nailed it.
it anyways. Yeah, you reach out and grab his arm before he leaves, and he jerks back, and he turns to you looking a bit quizzically at you.
What are you doing to me? What were you muttering?
He begins to mutter to you again, and it almost sounds like that arcane language that you heard before, but different and warped in some weird way. And as he continues to say his chant over you, you notice that in his mouth his tongue is missing.
Oh,
Good.
well, that's exciting.
That's adorable. And he's so cute. After a few more moments of chanting over you, he again lays his hand upon your forehead and then turns to leave.
Can I, like, grab him before he goes and then grab my stick? I'm
The stick's
assuming...
jarring the door. It'd be too far for you to get to.
Okay. Bummer.
Like, well, it's not still attached to the door, but it's like rolled next to the door.
Yeah.
So it would be like you'd have to like flip over yourself to get to it.
Gotcha. Well,
Here.
can I, like, grab him and tell him to, like, stay? Like, wait a second?
Sure, you do, and he looks at you, kind of in a sullen bit of confusion.
What's the floor made out of?
Like hard packed dirt.
Okay. So I grab my stick and I give it to him, and then I kind of motion like this to have him write out something.
He nods at you, and then he begins scratching into the dirt. Strange letters and symbols that you've never seen before, but they seem very similar to High Gothic script. And if you wouldn't mind,
Can I make a literacy test?
There you go.
Aha! I'm gonna fail it. Yep.
Kinda, right? Good. Yeah, you look over it, and due to the just muddy condition of the floor, the old man's lack of dexterity, and the odd and arcane or ancient symbols, the only word that you can make out of it appears to be run or running or something along those lines.
Run? Is there something running towards us, or do you want me to run away? Do you want to run away? And I'm kind of saying this hushedly to him, so no one else can hear us, hopefully.
And he kind of just looks at you sullenly and just shakes his head a little bit. But you're not entirely sure if he can fully understand you or not. So it could possibly be that he's just like, I have no idea what you mean. Or it could just be like, nope.
Me run away?
And he looks at you kind of questioningly again, and he slaps you on the leg that's wounded. And you feel really, really odd. You look down, and you notice that there was no pain when he hit you. It felt normal, like someone just hit your leg, kind of slapped your leg a little bit. And he turns again to leave to go out the door. As he does so, you grasp the bandage and pull it off, and it appears that your leg is nearly completely healed already. There's an obvious deep scar, but it's no longer bleeding or it doesn't look too bad. It's just a very deep, dark scar, but overall it feels healed up to a very good degree.
So is this an Imperial salute? Or is this just like kind of a normal, regular old bow, like what you do?
Well, I can't remember, because there's the Imperial Guard and the Arbites do the Aquila for their salute. I'm pretty sure that, like, it's either this or this is the not ecclesiastic, but the Administratum salute. I can't remember. It's something across the chest like that.
Okay. I'm just wondering, like, what you would do to another citizen.
Oh yeah,
Someone
you would
who's
either
not-
do that, or you would just bow. You know, any of the formal kind of like old
Yeah.
honorifics that you would do for people. Honorific gestures.
Okay. Okay, well, I bow to him and say thank you, sir, for everything that you've done.
He looks at you again and he kind of shakes his head a little bit and then just leaves.
He's a weird guy.
Good.
So can I like stretch my legs out and see if it like hurts at all?
Yeah, you stretch your legs and your your wounded leg feels pretty tight. Like the muscles are still really contracted, but it doesn't hurt in any way necessarily. It just, it seems like if you exerted a lot of pressure on it, it would probably be bad, but overall you feel pretty good.
And just stepping back, you said I'm about 20 minutes away from the main city?
You're like 40-minute walk.
Okay.
Which main city? Do you mean Loknet, or do you mean DX-71 or whatever? 71-DX. Yeah, you're like a 40-minute walk.
Okay.
Like a 10-minute drive.
And is the sun up yet?
You can see that it's rising, but it hasn't risen yet. It's still
Okay.
below the horizon.
I know exactly what that means. Because I've been up that long before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Run. I wonder what he meant by run. Do I take my chances and get a ride into the village with the guy, or do I book it out of here?
Player's choice.
Think I better book it out of here. It wouldn't make sense for him to try and heal my leg as fast as he can and then be like, blah 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 blah, run, blah 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 blah. I mean, that's logical.
Indeed.
So I'm going to kind of peek my head out of the door, like kind of put my whole body against it and tuck out, see if there's anyone there.
Just looking through your skills to see if you have anything that would help with this. Oh good, you
I
did.
have silent move.
Yeah. You see the grandfather, or not the grandfather, the uncle and the teenager talking to each other by the front door of their hut. The teenage man seems to be, his back is to you, and he's loading stuff into a very large knapsack.
How exactly are they talking?
Well, the younger one is talking, and the older one is just doing, like, kind of like nodding and doing small hand gestures.
Okay. Can I see what he's loading into his sack? Perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He appears to be loading up food and water, and it appears to be some sort of, like, bottled substance. Like some liquid that's bottled up. You can't really make out what it is. It's obviously not water. There's some, like, blue kind of semi-viscous liquid that he's loading, and, like, white and green other little bottles. You assume it to be kind of like either a shamanistic gel or a tonic of some sort.
Okay. Well, can I try and sneak out of the door and get around the backside of the shack?
Make a silent move test.
God, this is gonna be horrible. Yep.
So, as you open the door, it creaks rather loudly. And what's his name? The teenager turns around and he looks towards the shack, and you kind of duck back in at the last second before he can see you. And after waiting for a few moments, holding your breath and hoping he didn't catch a glimmer of you, you peek outside, and again he's looking towards the old man.
Can I see if the old man is like just staring at the kid?
Yeah, he's just. They appear to be very engaged in whatever they're doing. He's not
Okay.
like paying attention to you or anything else in particular. He seems to be quite oblivious to the world around him.
Yay.
Yay.
Are there any vehicles that I can see around?
There aren't any vehicles. There are a couple of obviously domesticated horses and other beasts of burden.
Okay. Well. Can I try and move out again? I'm going to. Yeah.
Okay.
Doing it. Nope. Failed even harder.
So yeah, this time you open the door and it creaks open again, and the teenager turns and looks at you and says, "Ah, sir, you're up," and walks over towards you, or begins to walk over toward you, packing a few more things into his knapsack and kind of throwing it over his shoulder.
Yep. Bright and early.
Very good. As soon as the sun rises, we can be off, unless there's anything you would like to do or talk about before we head out.
Well, not really. We can just wait around for the sun to rise.
Oh, very good. It seems that you're doing a bit better.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better this morning.
Very good. Well, when the sun's up, we will head out. And he kind of turns around again and goes back to looking after like the horses and stuff.
Can I go over to the old man?
Sure.
Yeah.
You approach him.
Yeah.
He looks at you. You look at him. He looks at you. And you look at him. And he looks at you.
Is the teenager facing us or not?
No, he's tending to the horses. He's not really
Okay,
paying much
so I
attention to you.
point in his direction and go, thumbs up, thumbs down. And have kind of like a questioning look on my face.
Not sure if this would be a cipher check or not. Because that's a very Americanized like thing. So like cultural differences, like the Romans did this for good. And
Oh,
this for bad.
I mean, I have ciphers.
You have cipher acolyte, which
Yeah.
means you roll at a minus, I think it's like a minus 10 or a minus 20 to try and decipher other people's.
Gotcha.
You know what? I'll do a cipher check at a plus 10 because you also have a High Gothic speak language.
Okay.
Even though.
Still- oh, I passed it! Oh my god.
So you look at him and he looks at you kind of quizzically and he raises his thumb up.
Okay.
And yeah, you understand that that implies good in
Mhm.
this scenario. It would be very much help if I was like, "Oh, you passed the cipher check." He goes like this.
Yeah. He's
What the fuck
alright.
does that mean?
He's alright. He's not good, he's not bad, he's alright.
He looks at you and just, "What the hell, man?" But yeah, he appears to approve of the teenage kid.
Safe?
Is that what? Are you saying that to him?
Yeah.
Oh. He looks at you a little, kind of taken aback.
God damn it.
And looks contemplative.
I'm gonna say safe again, but I'm gonna fail it in High Gothic.
Good. Oh, you're gonna say safe in High Gothic?
Yeah.
How bad did you fail that? 81, okay.
rolled
Not bad
81.
enough for me to be like... You ask him if he fucked his mother. Panda showed up too. Oh my god, so many people. But yeah, you ask him, and he looks really confused. Like he has no idea what the fuck just came out of your mouth.
Oh, good.
Not a clue.
Well. Oh, I'm reading your chat.
It's good, right?
Yep. Roger, can I see what he's loading into his sack? Danny 2014. That one's going down in the books.
Yes. You do like to look at other men's sacks. This is true.
So I look at him and once again ask him, why run?
He looks at you and then he motions towards the village,
Uh-huh.
and then towards the teenager. Like he points out the village, and then he points out the teenager, and then he points out the village again.
Wonder what that could mean.
Damn Richard and his subtleties.
Is it something to do with the tribe?
He kind of just has a vacant expression to that.
Does he have any like tribal markings on him?
Yes, he is very adorned in multicolored, glistening tattoos all up and down his arms and his neck and his body, but not his face.
Okay.
You can see it through his very like rough spin kind of tattered clothing.
Run from Herantis?
And he kind of shakes his head.
I really want to know what you are trying to tell me.
He just shrugs.
God damn it. Can he translate?
He looks and then like snaps his fingers, and immediately the teenager turns around and starts walking towards you guys.
Okay. I'm just gonna nod yes.
He stares at you vacantly.
Good. So the teenager gets there.
Yep. So the teenager shows up, and he looks at both of you, a little confused.
I think your uncle's trying to tell me something, but I don't exactly know how to talk to him. Or understand what he's trying to say.
He turns to to his uncle, and he asks him something in some very thick, accented dialect, and you hear a really odd kind of guttural, like almost hissing coming out of the old man's mouth, along with very rapid hand gestures. They communicate for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then the teenager looks at you and he says, I don't really know what he's trying to say, and he turns back and he continues to talk to his uncle, and eventually they begin kind of arguing and yelling at each other until eventually his uncle just storms off into his little hut and slams the door shut.
God damn it. No, I was supposed to intervene before that happened.
Oh, if you want to, you can intervene when that's about to happen.
Yes. When it's starting to build.
Okay.
Hold on. Just, what is he saying so far? There's no need to lose it over this. I just want to know what he's trying to tell me.
He keeps saying something about the Farid and the Herantis, but now he's talking so quickly I can't understand. He said something about fleeing somewhere and helping someone, but he didn't quite... I just don't understand what he's saying.
Is he going too fast for you?
He's going too fast, and he's using symbols that I've not seen before. Or gestures, rather.
Yeah. Do you know how to speak? I mean, would it be would like the actual language in the game be called High Gothic?
Well, yeah, if you were actually like asking them, yes, it's High Gothic and Low Gothic.
Okay. Do you know how to speak and read High Gothic?
Yes, but my uncle, he was taught by a starman many years ago, a very old form of it, and he hasn't taught anyone exactly how to speak it, because not everything translates, like not everything has an exact translation over.
Okay.
So I can usually get the gist of what he's trying to tell me, but the finer points I sometimes miss.
Okay, hold. Do I have my cane on me?
Yeah, you brought it out, I guess.
Okay. Okay, well, I can speak a little bit of it, so let's see if we can figure out what he's trying to say if he writes it.
Alright, and you hand your cane over, and the old man starts scrawling symbols into the dirt, and after like 2 or 3 minutes, there's like a paragraph written out in the dirt, and you both look it over. Did you just do your High Gothic roll?
I can.
Alright, do a High Gothic roll plus 10.
Fuck!
It's okay, this is what NPCs are for.
Yeah.
Well, can you make heads or tail of it? The young man asks you.
I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, I don't know if it's just my head's still messed up from the fight or what.
Well, it is an old script. I would be impressed if anyone else could read it. He appears to be saying something about going back to where you came from, and makes some mentions of both the Farid and Herantis, and I don't know what this symbol over here means, but it usually means war or deception or something. I don't understand the context of it, but that seems to be what he's saying.
What does he mean by go back to where I came from?
I don't know, that's just what it says. It says go back to where you came. And he points at like a section of the text.
And out of character, do they know I'm an off-worlder?
Yes. He mentioned
Okay.
it like initially that he believed
Yeah.
you were an off-worlder.
Okay. So I look at the old man and I go back to where I came from and point up.
And he shakes his head.
So back to the city.
And he kind of looks at you, and like he looks at you questioningly.
What's the city's name?
Loknit.
Back to Loknit?
And he kind of shakes his head a little bit.
I look at the teenager. I don't know what he means.
And the teenager's just like, yeah, try apprenticing under him.
Well, when you two were talking and you started arguing, was this all he was saying?
Oh, I didn't even notice. You misspelled language.
I did. Oh, I did.
Speak language.
Look at that. Linguang. Modify.
Language. Do it.
Oh, you can't. Damn it! I have to
It's
delete
not-
it. And
no, you don't
re-add
have
it.
to modify. You literally just click on it and retype it.
Oh.
It's really easy. Modify you only have to do when you want to delete something. Unless you're doing
Okay.
psychic powers. Psychic powers is a bitch, by the way. Anyways, the sun has now risen a little bit over the horizon.
Mm-hmm. War between the Farid and the Herantis?
And he looks at you very, like, solemnly.
And then I look at the teenager. Do you think there's going to be a war between the two tribes?
I don't think so. I mean, the Herantis and the Farid have never really been that close, but the last time we came to blows with each other was 5 or 6 centuries ago.
Yeah, but the arrival of the...
that was
what do they
over
call
1,000 years ago.
Oh,
The tech priests, the
yeah,
metal breathers,
yeah.
they arrived like 1.2 thousand years ago.
Okay.
I've been on a while.
Yeah, long time. Back in my day.
Back in my day. And then the old man scribbles very, very carefully one symbol in the dirt.
Which would be... God damn it.
At a plus 30.
You knew exactly what I was doing.
The symbol
Even
that
plus 30.
the symbol he wrote down is friends.
Friends?
Or it's either friends or companions.
I
and then he-
point at the
And then he
symbol.
points. He writes the symbol down and then he points into the distance.
And I point at the symbol and go Herantis and Farid.
And he shakes his head.
Herantis and Metal Breathers.
He thinks for a second and then he shakes his head.
Farid and Metal Breathers.
And he kind of nods for a second.
So, ask him if he thinks the Farid and the Metal Breathers are going to attack the Herantis.
After a few moments of discussion, the young man turns to you and he says, that seems to be what he's saying, yes.
Huh, that's odd. I wonder why they would want to do that. I mean, the tech priests usually aren't like that. They usually just keep to themselves.
Yes, usually. This is horrifying news. I must warn the tribe.
Yes, well, it seems like you and I should get into town for different reasons.
Shall we go then?
I think it would be a good idea, and I bow to the old man, and I tell him that I'll try and help.
And the old man stares at you blankly and a little solemnly.
Good.
As is his way.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you get on your horses, and you ride into town.
Woohoo!
It takes you like 25 minutes. But
Woohoo!
it's not that long. And you have a very nice horsey ride through a desert. So yes, you get into town, or you reach the outskirts of town, and the young man kind of like leans over to you, and he hands you a knife and your brass knuckles, and he says, "Keep this on you in case anyone tries to attack you again."
Okay, thanks.
And you guys make your way into the center of town, and he gets off his horse. Is there anything more that you need me for? I need to just go to the market and sell these and then give these to some families that we promised them to. And he motions towards the jars in his knapsack.
Well, I don't really need anything from you other than... I mean, do you need anything from me? I honestly can't think of what I would need right now. I'm just going to try and figure out what your uncle's been saying and see if I can get to the bottom of it.
No, there's nothing we require from you or anything. It's just if we are ever in need as you were, please help us out and repay the gesture.
You can count on me to do that, especially after what your uncle did for me.
And he kind of bows to you and starts walking away.
Alright, and then I bow to him.
And as he's like literally just about out of earshot, he turns around and he says, "My name's Hector, by the way," and waves and goes, "I hope to see you soon, Neelis," and turns the corner and leaves.
How would you know my name's Neelis?
I don't know. Did you have it written on your underwear?
They are my lucky underwear.
Neelis.
Okay. And he's walking off, right?
Yeah, he turned the corner and he's not in sight line anymore.
Okay.
He's behind a hut.
Gotcha. Huh. I wonder how he knew that about me. Shit. You know what I didn't write down?
What?
What my new name was?
I remember it.
Can you tell me what it is?
Nope.
Why not?
Because that's the best part of role-playing. I'm going to come up with a false identity and then totally fucking forget what that was.
I thought I wrote it down.
Hi, I'm Danny. That's not what you said your name was yesterday, stab. Immediately pulls out bolt pistol, shoots you in the head.
Yep.
Mother. So, what do you want to do?
I remember what it is. Raga.
Good for you.
Yay. Okay. I'm gonna head into the town center and see if I can find Nickus again.
Good. You head into the center of town, back kind of by the torture pits that you saw before, or the kind of crucifixes that you saw before.
Right.
And as you do, you look around for Nickus, and you can't see him anywhere. You look around for probably like an hour, and you don't see hide nor hair of him. But he is a hunter, and it is the early morning, so he may be out on a hunt at the moment.
Alright, well, I'll just kind of loiter about in the market, and then once it gets later, like, when hunters start coming back, I'll see if I can find him.
Alright. You wait around until a little bit after noon, and as you're staring through, you see Nickus with large pelts of animals you do not recognize strapped to his back, and he makes his way over to a local vendor and starts haggling with him.
Good. I run up to him, yelling his name, hoping that he will turn around and see me and notice me.
He turns and he recognizes you, but is busy with his negotiations. So he like kind of nods at you and then turns back to continue his sale.
I stand a couple feet away from him, waiting.
I'm out of water. Bong time.
Yay.
Fucking hitting it. Anyways, after he's done with his business dealings and pockets a few metal shillings into his pocket, he turns to you and goes, "Raga, where have you been?"
Did you not see me get attacked by the crazy psycho people?
No, I told you to meet me and you never showed up. I was worried, friend.
Yeah, a couple thugs tried to rob me and I ended up being carried off by some being carried off and helped in not dying.
Someone came to your aid. Well, that was
Yeah.
very kind of them.
It was, and that's why I'm here right now.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Yes, and I'm sorry I missed our hunt together.
Oh, it's fine. I didn't realize. I thought you had merely left or forgotten.
No, I didn't forget, and it looks like you did pretty well for yourself.
Ah, yes, I caught my general fare.
That's good. Well, if you would like to, I'd still love to go out on a hunt, but
Says
it
the
might have to wait.
severely wounded guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but it might have to wait for a little while. I'm still pretty banged up.
Oh, it's no problem. I'm sure you still need time to recover. You look a bit beaten up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I mean, generally your actual like physicality looks fairly good.
Yeah.
You just look kind of tired and dirty.
Mm.
There's obviously some caked on blood to your clothing too.
Yeah. Well, I will try and find you again when I'm feeling a little more up to going out.
Oh, very good. Yes, I generally mill about in the town center, and lunches in the afternoon. Early morning, you can find me by the outskirts to the west, as that's where I tend to hunt.
Okay, perfect. Well, just wanted to apologize and let you know that I didn't just ditch you.
Yes, well, thank you, and I hope you a speedy recovery.
Ah, thank you.
Who was it again that saved you?
Just some kid and his uncle.
Oh, okay.
They were very kind to me. Okay.
So what do you want to do now?
Well, Nikus, I'll try and catch you again when I'm feeling better, but I wish you a good hunt for the rest of the time.
Ah, yes, and I wish you good health.
Then I walk off,
Alright.
and
As your
how
way...
far is... what?
Go ahead. I was just gonna make a stupid joke.
Oh. How far is 71DX from here?
Pretty far. Like...
Like...
I have the paper here. Hold on a second. Let me find it. I'm pretty sure it's like a 40-minute drive to get to, Beta Decks, or no, it's like a 30-minute drive to get to Beta Decks, and then like it's another 40-minute drive to get to 71DX.
Okay, and the team is in Beta Decks.
That's what your lodgings are in Beta Decks, yes.
Yes, okay. Well, I want to go ahead and head there.
Okay, sure.
See if I can find just like, a Beaner mobile.
Whoa!
Yep.
Racial.
Yeah.
Going on.
Yeah. You know what I
Alright.
mean by that, though, right? Like a truck that's just packed full of people driving into...
I'm aware
Beta
what you...
Decks.
I'm from Southern California, I know what you mean.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
A minivan that happens to be a clown car.
Yes! That's exactly what we're going for here.
No, Roger, it is at least 15 minutes until a break. And I'm trying to get as much of this hammered out, because he only has, like, about 12 hours left to go before we're caught up.
What plot point are you trying to hammer out?
Don't worry about it, you missed it. Anyways, you hitch a ride on a truck heading towards 71DX that will be stopping in Beta Decks on the way.
Good.
After a short drive, you jump off, you hop off, and you are now in Beta Decks.
Yay!
Or Shoshone.
Sure. So
you realize that Spaniards are not the same as Latin Americans, right?
Yes. But we're still Latino, so it's fine.
It's really not.
We're just a little bit whiter.
No, we're conquistadors. There are bitches.
This is true. This is very true.
Do not sully our family name with those others.
Yeah.
Ah! Hispanic on Hispanic racisms.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and find the hotel that we were staying at and
And,
find everybody.
okay. I was merely saying that it's an inn, not a hotel.
Okay.
So yes, you...
Place that you pay for to sleep.
Well, it's a place that the tech priest paid for you to sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you walk back up the main street, and you make your way into the inn, and make your way... Well, actually, no, you walk in, and you see, the innkeeper sitting behind his desk. You can hear his wife and daughter in the kitchen.
Okay. I just try and walk by without making any sudden moves or gestures. Just straight to the room.
Yeah. He looks
I'm
up
on a
for a
mission.
second and kind of notices, like, your face, and then just goes back because he figures you don't want to be disturbed. And you make your way upstairs into your room.
Is anyone else there? Like,
Um,
is Stubber there?
no. Leaf is in her room, or at least you hear noise coming from her room.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you don't know if anyone else is there. Their doors are all closed and you can't hear anything.
Okay. Well then I go to my room,
Good. There's this
which...
dude that's just fucking doing a little bit better, but still kind of dying in there.
Okay, good. I was just about to say where there's possibly a corpse now.
No, he's alive. I've been doing the Medicaid checks to see if he dies or not. He's
Okay,
still
good.
alive.
Well, I walk into my room, because I'm assuming that's where I left all my stuff.
I'm assuming that's where you left all your stuff too.
Yeah, alright, cool. So I walk in there, see almost dead guy,
Okay.
ask him how he's doing.
He smiles at you and says he's feeling a bit better.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad we could offer some support.
Yes, thank you. May the God Emperor bless you.
And you as well. And then I grab my shotgun and like kiss it because I missed it so much.
God, I'm never leaving you again, baby. I love you.
I grab my Fox
Good.
and open a channel to pretty much everybody.
So you just like group chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let everyone know that I'm back and that we need to talk.
As you do this, you click or you pull up your the Vox and you change the frequency to the open channel for your entire acolyte group or acolyte cell, and as you do this, you realize that there's no hiss or hum coming out of the speaker.
Does anybody copy?
You don't hear anything.
Good. Alright. Well, I'm gonna just put it where it normally goes on my body.
Alright.
So I have it. And then I'm gonna go to Leith's room,
Okay.
knock on the door, because I'm assuming the door's closed.
Yes. All the doors are closed. Except for your room, unless you closed it.
I closed it on my way out.
Okay. Yes, come in.
And I open the door.
Neelis! Oh, thank God you're back. What happened?
Long story. Where is everyone?
I mean... I think they're in 71DX. I'm trying to play it like I'm actually Hannah.
Oh.
Lean in,
Goddamn.
say like 2 words, lean away.
You know, yeah. What are they doing there?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
I think they're investigating the tech priests.
Oh.
I need to be like folding clothes or something too.
Yeah, you do. Go like fold your pillow
Yeah,
or
like
something.
mess up my clothes and start folding them.
I noticed that you slightly cleaned your
I cleaned
pile of
everything.
Yeah.
My closet looks fucking amazing on both sides now.
Yeah, it does.
All that shit's just organized. You can open my door. It's so weird.
That's amazing.
It's so bizarre.
Anyways, do you know when they'll be back?
I would assume they'd be back by nightfall. They didn't tell me anything before they left, so I really have no idea what they're doing.
Alright, well... Considering there's a dying guy in my bed, I think I will go wait in... Who would care the least? I think I'm gonna go wait in Stubby's room.
Oh, for some reason I was like, Frall isn't here. He doesn't have a room. And I was like,
Stubby's
right,
room.
Stubber. That's
Yeah.
Roger's character. So yeah, you go into Stubber's room, and you just kind of sit there and wait. And you wait. And is there anything you want to do? I'm just gonna wait.
I'm gonna get up and go into my room, put all my gear back on.
Okay.
If they get back and they need something, and like something's gone horribly bad and they're being chased by an army of tech priests and Fareed.
Yeah, that would have been great. Oh, fuck, we gotta get out of here!
And then I'm just sitting there at the window like, that's what he meant by run.
You know, fuck it, running. I'm bucking it.
I get it now.
They're on their fucking own. Yes, as you begin to make your way back to your room, you hear Bragg yell upstairs, "Neelis, someone's lit the church on fire."
What the fuck? Is my gear on?
You have your shotgun.
Okay, well, I quickly go, how long does it take to put, like, armor on?
Well, if you're just putting on the armor, not very long, like half a minute.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go throw everything on real quick.
Okay. You go in, you throw your armor and like your essential stuff on, like you put your ammo and shit on, and your armor and grenades, and if you have grenades, I don't really remember. But you load up with all your combat gear, and you exit the or you run downstairs to Bragg, and he looks very visibly panicked. And he leads you to the front door and points, and you can see down the street like there's thick plumes of black smoke rising in the distance.
Well, that's exciting. Alright,
Yes! Yes, it fucking...
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the church and have Leith come with me.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
You go to the church, and Leith goes with you. As you approach the church, you can see there are a few sisters and townspeople attempting to douse the fire with small like cans of water and stuff, and a lot of them run around panicking and saying that the electronic communications were down and they can't call the tech priests to get water or any machines to help put out the fire. And you approach, and there's a couple people that are kind of like coordinating the efforts to put the fire out.
Okay. Do we know who started the fire?
Off the top of your head? No, you don't.
No, I mean just like asking around.
Oh. Do an inquiry check, because I'm going to assume that you're going to ask a couple people.
Yeah. Oh, why did my character sheet go away?
Oh.
It's bullshit.
Dance character sheet, please.
Whoop. Nope.
After asking around, you hear, I think some Herontis started the fire. I saw some really shady-looking, poorly clad people running out of the church just before I saw the fire.
Which way did they go?
And they point back towards like the farm and Herontis Road to get back to Loknit. I mean, there's farms everywhere, but most of them are like on the edge that's facing Herontis territory.
How long ago did you see this?
Minutes ago, not very long.
How many minutes?
5? Maybe 10?
It matters. It matters to me.
Okay.
Okay, that's too long. Because if they were like,
Yeah, if
40
they were
seconds
like,
ago,
yeah, if it was
I'd
like,
be like, I'm
they're
running
right
after
over
him.
there, then yeah, I know you'd be like, book it. But no, it's
Yeah.
been a couple minutes. Like it's been a while. The fire's starting to engulf the entire church, so like it's
Okay.
spread for a while.
The communications thing is down. Good. These guys know what they're doing. And what's the range on a Vox?
Minor interplanetary. Like a long range Vox could get from like the surface of Scintilla to the Bastion Serpentis.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty impressive.
A normal Vox would be able to get like anywhere around the planet, basically.
Okay. Can I Vox Posthumous Creek?
No,
Why not?
because it's silent. You don't hear anything.
Oh, like my Vox is broken.
Well, you don't know if your Vox is broken. Other people are complaining about their electronics also being down.
Leaf, is your Vox working?
She clicks it and like listens, and no, I can't hear anything. I mean, it might be transmitting, but I'm not receiving anything.
What the fuck? Yeah, mine's not working either. I wonder what's happening. I wonder if we were EMP'd, if they're using some kind of jamming device.
She kind of looks at you like questioningly. I don't know. That's not my area of expertise. If only Tybalt were around.
Yeah, really. Are there any really, like, taller buildings around?
There's like a couple of like 3-story buildings, like the tavern slash general store is pretty tall.
Like, if I were able to get on top of it, would I be able to see over all the other buildings?
Oh, I mean, there's not a lot of buildings, so yeah, you'd be able to see over most of them. Like, you wouldn't be able to see over the steeple, but you'd be able to see most of the lay of the land.
Okay. Can I try and get up there?
Look, I want to make this quick. I don't want to RPG Hannah correctly.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm talking to Roger.
Oh.
Because he's bitching. And he failed Kappa. Anyways, what do you want to do?
Go into, like, the tavern and see if I can get on the roof.
Alright. You go in the tavern, and you attempt to get on the roof. And we're going to take well, we don't actually have to take a break if you don't want to. We can literally just start again. I just need to make it a 2-hour segment.
Okay.
So...
Go for it.